Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Mindy and Fred. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Mindy's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the correction and the motivations that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. This is instructional video for you so that you can practice with it at home. And as you know, Peg, Fred's using a regular 6-foot web training leash. He keeps the bulk of that leash in his right hand, which leaves the left hand free to give the correction. Little tug and let go on the training collar, slip collar. We're using a regular slip collar with her, and she's sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. The first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. The command is Mindy heel. And at this point, her job is to stay right next to Fred's left leg, not forging ahead, not gagging, paying attention. And each time that he stops his feet, she has been taught to sit automatically to wait for her next command. Once she gets all of her problems solved here, we'll be on a roll. Nice automatic sit. Fred's going to use his open flat of his palm. And one word command to stay. When you're practicing at home, start your long sit stays at about 30 seconds. Work up all the way up to 3 minutes. When Fred returns back to her, he will return all the way around her as an additional distraction, and she should remain seated until she gets her little pat for praise, and then they take off heeling again. Remember your little tug and let go on the training collar if she's not right where she's supposed to be. But right now she's doing it perfectly. Nice automatic sit. Stay. And this time, instead of returning back to her, Fred's going to call her, and the command is Mindy come. She comes right in front of Fred and sits facing his knees, and then returns back to heel and back sitting. And he leaves her again in a sit-stay. Now, she got up, and you heard him say no. That's the only correction word that we use here at school. And this time, he's going to call her in again. This is the come on command, Mindy come. She comes right in front and sits so she doesn't jump all over you. And then she goes back to heel and back sitting. Very nice. And now Fred's going to set up for her down commands. And most of this stuff you already know, Peg, but you're going to be able to practice along with your video. This time Fred's going to use the open flat of his palm straight down toward the ground, the one-word command to down, and then the stay command. The long down stay when you're practicing at home should be from 3 to 5 minutes. I would start at a little bit less and work up. You can practice indoors as well as outdoors. Put your other dog in the crate. This time Fred's going to return all the way back around again as he did on the sit stay. Returning all the way back around to heel position. He gives her a little pat for praise. And we're going to demonstrate that down from a heel position one more time. She's really done a good job here at school. Down, stay. Smart little girl. Always have your dog sitting before you put them into a down. Fred called her in. She sat right in front. She goes back to heel and back to sit. Perfect. Now we're going to demonstrate your down from a distance. And again, she's going to be into a sit before Fred leaves her. He leaves her in a stay. He walks out to the end of his training leash. He's going to drop her into a down. Perfect. You had to think about that one a little bit. Very well done. Now we've demonstrated for you her heel, her automatic sit, her stay, her down from a distance, and her come. These are the exercises that you're going to practice with her when you get her home. We've enjoyed having her. She's been a pleasure, And if you need us for any reason, Peg, please feel free to give us a call, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.